Man, how I'm sounding? Am I sounding all right? Is everything cool as far as the sound is concerned? Man, Dylan's right. Y'all click that like button on your way in. Let them know that y'all fuck with a brother real quick. Y'all shouting out the shirts. Got Harriet up on the shirt. Fuck the $20 bill. She right here. You see what I'm saying? She got to be in your heart. Because she told y'all she freed 1,000. She could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew. That's the problem we having to this very day. Now, well, before I get into it, first and foremost, shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what it is. Mad love to everybody show me love. All right. I really, really appreciate the support. I appreciate everybody that requested my videos. I love y'all. All right. Mad love to everybody who supports me. Y'all know what it is. All my social media is in the description box to order any of my t-shirts. Not this one, because I didn't make this one. But if you want to check out some of the gear, links in the description box. You want to donate on Patreon, links in the description box. Y'all already know what it is. So we're going to start off at, you know, what I'm going to call this little girl, she a future ghetto gagger. This is what I'm seeing happening on this. And I'm not going to talk about it so much that the little girl is the issue. I gotta talk about her mama. I gotta focus on the mama. I have no choice. We're gonna deal with the little girl, but I have to talk about the mom. Y'all know what I done told y'all. Y'all know what we here to do. We can call people coons all day long. We can do it till we got them blue in the face. But we must as well look at where in the fuck they're getting this shit from. All right, by now, many of you have caught the clip from Dr. Phil, the show. I'm going to show y'all a clip from it. Let me get the screen share jumped off here. Let me get the screen share jumped off here. All right. Everybody should be able to see that. I can't see y'all's comments right now. This is from the Dr. Phil show. He had on a young black girl who is experiencing some issues, to say the least. Hold on, let me make sure it ain't wanting to pull up and play for me right now. Hold on, I'm just gonna play y'all a small clip of it so you can just see the overview of what the fuck going on with this little girl. What the fuck? It ain't gonna play. See, I hate when shit act like this. When it was just now, it was working. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see something real quick. Let me refresh here and see what happens. Hold on, because I want y'all to see this. Okay, maybe it'll. Okay, here it is now. Y'all let me know. Hold on, I turn the sound up. Okay, maybe it'll. Okay. Here it is now. Y'all let me know. Hold on. Can y'all hear it now? Let me check y'all's comments. I'm gonna look at y'all comment. Can y'all hear the video now? I'm gonna get back on and turn it up. But can y'all at least hear the clip? Just let me know that before I proceed, because I don't want to be doing this shit and it's fucked up. Okay, so y'all can't hear the clip. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Because I had a plan B ready. I felt like it might be some bullshit going on. So what I did was I said, let me have a plan B ready. So what we'll do, hold on. This is what we'll do. We're gonna watch it on the other screen. Hold on. Let me get me back. And it always does this. Let me fix the camera here. We're gonna get this shit right before we get running here. Let me fix this. Let me fix that. Then we're going to watch it from here because I was ready for some bullshit. Just in case it decided to trip on me there. I was ready over here. So let me pull this up real quick, y'all. Be patient with me. Because I'm only gonna show y'all a little bit. If I ain't play the whole thing, because I don't know if it's gonna be some type of goddamn where they're gonna be on some copyright shit. You know, they like to try to fuck with me on shit like that. So let me pull this up over here, see if I can get it jumping on this screen, and at least y'all can hear the dysfunction on this little girl.
Today on an all-new Dr. Phil. My daughter thinks that she is a white person.
I know that I'm white.
Mom claims her daughter's a racist.
I'm not fat, which is an African American thing.
Against her own race.
Being black is so gross and ugly.
Hold on. I'm trying to turn it up a little bit more so y'all can hear clearly this little girl talk.
Today on an all-new Dr. Phil.
My daughter thinks that she is a...
But it's... Okay, it's turned all the way up.
Mom claims her daughter's a racist.
I'm not fat, which is an African American thing.
Against her own race.
Being black is so gross and ugly.
You are saying disgusting things.
Hold on.
Through my blood. I know who I am, and I'm a proud white person. God made one perfect person, it's me.
Does it occur to you that you might be hurting people's feelings?
African Americans don't have feelings, so they're not people.
Well, this is Treasure. Despite what you see, this 16-year-old insists she is white and doesn't care what you think. Treasure has explained to our producers that if you look around, white people don't have any problems whatsoever, and that's why she says her role models are Jennifer Aniston, Kim Kardashian, and Donald Trump. But Treasure's mother, Monique, claims her daughter not only has mixed up ideas about her identity, she is also blatantly racist and has even gotten kicked off of social media for posting support for the KKK. Now, Monique insists that she has never taught her daughter to hate her own race and wants to know why Treasure has talked about wanting to be white since she was 5 years old. Take a look.
People try to tell me I'm an African American, but that's not true. African Americans are loud, rude, obnoxious, and just altogether fat and ugly.
If you ask me, my 16-year-old daughter has a very out-of-control identity crisis. She truly believes she's white. When Treasure was 5 years old, I've noticed Treasure was having issues with her race. She wouldn't play with the black children. Treasure would mangle or destroy her black dolls. She would cut their heads off, pull off their arms. She would pretend that they were the white doll slaves.
Well, my mom bought me beautiful white dolls instead of buying me the ugly, big-lipped black doll.
I felt mortified. I was a single mom trying to support a family. We couldn't afford to stay in our beautiful home.
We
moved from a mostly white, affluent neighborhood to the city, which was mostly African American.
From the suburbs to the hood.
Hold on now. Hold on, because I can't play the whole thing. I don't want to get in no trouble. All right. But I got the rest of it right here. I just wanted to show y'all real quick what the fuck we dealing with here. All right. That's all I wanted to show. Now, in this situation, some people may know this story. Some people haven't seen it. I'm only going to deal with the mom because that's what I have to deal with. The mom. Now, according to the mom's story, she married a white man who died in 2006. She was married to a white man. She had these two children with a black man prior to being married to the white man. All right. She taught her children that they were mixed. She taught her children they were mixed up until the husband passed away. At that moment, she decided to tell her children the truth, which was their daddy was a black man or is a black man. They don't really deal with where the dad is. Upon her telling her daughter and son, because their son is on the show as well, who's mortified by his sister, upon her telling them what was really real, the daughter, Treasure, took it the hardest, the mom says. Treasure took it the hardest. Now, Treasure believes wholeheartedly that she is a white woman. She even supports the Ku Klux Klan. Now, mom is in what she explains that she thought her daughter was going through a phase. How many of y'all parents hear this shit? Have heard this from parents before? They child just going through a phase. She was hoping that she would grow out of it. That's what she was hoping. She was hoping that the daughter would grow out of this phase that she was going through. Now she'll say anything to black people. She'll call them gorillas. She speaks very, very harshly, calls black people niggers. You know, the full-blown one, well, the motherfucking Klan one, the Klan one, she acts like that towards black folk. And mama distraught. Now, realizing that it's all her motherfucking fault, really, there was no need for her to lie to her children about who they were. Even if this is stepdad. Like, what's wrong with that? And if you've seen the white man she was married to, fat old white man. That's what she had. Y'all swear it's just black men running around with these fat, nasty ass white hoes. She had her a fat, nasty old white man. Those two kids believed that they was mixed. They believed they was a product of this white man and their mom who's black. When she told her daughter she's full-blown black, daughter was like, fuck that, you lying. Basically. This is at 5. Now, the brother don't have these type of issues. The brother was apparently able to cope. I've seen people have different opinions about this. People are saying that the white father instilled these ideas into the young black girl, in which case caused her to believe that she's white. She believes her hair is naturally straight. She believes her lips are not like black people's, her nose not like black people's, her ears not like black people. Black people are ugly. People are suggesting that the white dad programmed her. All right. My white dad passed away in 06 when she was 5. All right. She's had 11 years. No, 12 years since then and people saying, well, it had to be the white dad and what he put in there. Well, it could have been, but the black mom allowed it to fucking carry on. Like, I'm not going to allow y'all to let this black mom off the motherfucking hook. I won't allow y'all to do that by saying, well, it was the white, he programmed the KKK shit inside of her and then it just stuck with her. No, I won't let y'all do that. Won't allow it. Okay. When you watch, if you saw the episode, the mom was distraught and kind of being, to me, overly dramatic. People are suggesting that they could possibly be being paid to do so. If they are being paid, still doesn't matter. They're coons for pay, which is still on some coon shit. Regardless, even if you're doing it for pay, even if you're doing it for entertainment, this is problematic. We can't continue to keep trying to save people suggesting that they're all being paid to be self-haters. There are self-haters out here free of charge with no camera in their face existing amongst us. Y'all keep making, I don't like excuses. I don't like excuses for self-hating. I don't give a damn if it's for pay. I don't care if it's for entertainment. I don't care what the situation is. I'm not about to blame the white daddy or the white stepdaddy. I won't do that either. I'm putting sole responsibility on this black mom because she did not have to allow her daughter to have an identity crisis for 11 years and then turn to white ass Dr. Phil and ask him to help her. Didn't help this girl. If you watch the episode, didn't help. Us black parents, black people looking at this, oh, she a motherfucking coon, self-hating. She even wants to go to a goddamn Klan meetings and she is a motherfucking coon ass little girl. What the fuck is going on? That's one side of this motherfucking thing. Another side of this thing that I have to look at, in every way I have to look at this, because a lot of us as parents out here are raising some form of self-hate into our children. She says that her hair is naturally straight. Now, again, I don't know why they can't just get this girl a blood test and show her delusion because she doesn't believe she's delusional. But I didn't ask that many fucking questions. In my head, I said, well, maybe I'm not supposed to be thinking that sensibly about this. Maybe I'm not supposed to be thinking that. I'm not supposed to be thinking sensibly about what's going on here. Now, her mom gets on here and toasts this, well, I'm black and I'm proud shit. But you saying you black and you proud now, you know, 16 years later, you black and you proud now, but clearly you should have been covering that shit with your child. And then what type of white motherfucker is this to allow his, if we're going, you know, this is a white man, and to even allow this shit to even go on? What the fuck? You gonna allow your kid? No, teach them that they black. Why would you be teaching them that they mixed? Why the fuck would a white man even go along with that? Why would anybody go along with some fuckery like that? What the fuck? And why are you a black woman with 2 black kids allowing them to think this? Some of y'all saying that it wasn't real. It's on TV. This is just a version of self-hate. Listen, y'all black folk, listen to this. Let me tell y'all something. Now, again, a lot of us like to get up on these high horses. This is a version. She is in further of a sunken place. Further of a sunken place than many of us. But I believe, and I contend to the fact that 99% of black people either don't give a fuck about racism in any type of way, or they're passing self-hate down to their children. She's just on a different level. It's on TV for everybody to see. Everybody calling her Bunny Ruckus, and you know, she's the laughing stock right now. But this self-hate, her talking about bleaching her skin, do y'all know there's a goddamn skin bleaching epidemic right now amongst black people? So we can sit around and act like this is an isolated event. We can do that because y'all black folk, y'all love to, you know, pass or write shit off. Y'all love that shit because then we ain't really got to deal with it. We can act like this little girl's mentality is an isolated event. It's not an isolated event. We're talking about self-hate. Most black people suffering from some form of self-hate. This little girl talking about black people's features like they're trash. She talked about a black woman's natural hair on here like it was trash, which is the reason why she wants her hair to be straight. She thinks it's naturally that way. I would suggest the mama just throw a bucket of water on the motherfucker. The mom doesn't seem to have any vested interest in saving this little girl. Could have been saved her. I'd have been doused a bucket of water on my goddamn child. Ben did that. Dr. Phil recommends that she goes into what he calls commando parenting, which is actually just real parenting when your child is acting out of line. Here's a white man telling her how to deal with her black child. Here's a white man telling this black woman that how to deal with her black child, to teach her her identity, because the brother is appalled, the mom is appalled. This little girl says whatever she wants. And again, if she's acting, if this is fake, doesn't matter. Black people still suffering from self-hate. Doesn't matter. That's why I talked about it. That's why I wanted to say something about this, because I knew black folk was going to do this shit. I knew it because I know how black people like to be. I know how we like to pawn shit off as fake, but it's motherfuckers really bleaching their skin out here every goddamn day. It's motherfuckers who hate to see the texture of their goddamn hair out here every motherfucking day. Motherfucking black people having surgery on their noses every day. This is happening. And I knew black folk was going to motherfucking, oh, she acting, so we ain't got to pay it no attention. Self-hate is real. Maybe not on this level, y'all, but it's real. And it starts young. Y'all keep thinking y'all can wait all y'all kids' life to teach them that they black. You cannot do that. You run the risk of raising you a little motherfucking self-hater. She says she aspires to get her a white man. That's what she wants. She want her a white man. How many black folk you know out here that want them a white person? to validate them. Y'all done heard of that, right? Oh, y'all gonna act like that's an isolated event too. Y'all gonna act like that's rare, you know, because again, some of the things she may be saying are extreme, but the mentality is something I know. I've seen it before. I see it when black people argue with me in my motherfucking comments about what's going on out here in the world. I've seen this before. This isn't new to me. This could be a sensationalization of an issue, but I deal with motherfuckers like this all the time who think they hair ugly, think their skin tone, their dark skin tone needs to be bleached. Let me get this look. I can't look at it. I'm gonna get her off my goddamn screen. I do have to do that. Hold on, because I can't do that with her. Let me get her off my screen. The fact of the matter is that black people are suffering from this type of self-hate on a pretty much daily basis. Y'all can deny it. Y'all can say she faking it. Y'all can say Dr. Phil paid her. Y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want to say. I don't care. I know this is prevalent in black people to have different forms of self-hate, and they come out in different ways. Mom should have been on this little girl. But y'all raising little self-haters, though. They're not popping up out of the motherfucking blue. Y'all act like they grow at 20 self-hater. No, this shit starts young. Are you teaching your black child to love themselves? Because we can get up on a goddamn high horse all we want to. We can do that. Do you love yourself in front of your black child? Because not many of us black parents are. That's how our kids end up in the situations that they're in. So y'all can high horse this shit all you want to. But at some point, we're going to have to deal with the reality of it. Are you loving you in front of your baby? Are you teaching them to love themselves? Because they may not want to, identify themselves as white, but do they worship white people as their moral authority on this planet? I'm arguing with some people. I'm arguing with somebody's kids in my comment section every day. That's somebody's child. They ain't start grown. That's what black folk like to act like, though. These motherfuckers just popping up out the blue. And then what make her situation so more fucked up, it's not like she just identifies with being white. No. She identifies with being hating towards blacks white. Racist as fuck white. This ain't even just regular white where you can't cook, won't season your food right, It ain't shit like that kissing dogs in the mouth. No. She takes her time out to loathe black people. She's black. That's self-hate. Very simply. Very simply self-hate. I'm arguing with y'all's kids in my comment section. I'm arguing with Trump supporters in my comment section. She is an avid Trump supporter. I'm arguing with those in my comment section. Those was once somebody's kids. Black women that don't like their hair. I'm arguing with those women all the time. Now, look, why the mom ain't throwing no water on this little girl, I don't know. Don't know. I'd have simply dipped her ass, just a bucket of water right there on the show. Bring out a bucket of water and pour it on her hair. Let the time elapse and then come back and see what that shit look like. Bet you won't look like them folk. How about you don't even straighten your shit for it don't get you no chemical? See what happens. I don't know how's she getting her hair straightened. This is how I know the mom is enabling this shit in some type of way. The mama even said she on social media and shit. How the fuck she on social media? She don't work. She ain't paying her own goddamn phone bill. How the fuck she on social media? She has a phone. Mama said, well, I'm really worried the fact that she spends all this time on social media. How? Y'all parents have got to stop enabling these kids at a young age and then wait until they get grown to act like you just, you don't know what to do. Deal with it young. Stop thinking your kid's going to grow out of some shit. They're not. You may love your baby. It don't fucking matter. If you love them, you'll help fix this. And this is just this behavior in particular here with her. But I've seen little black kids have all types of dysfunctional ass behaviors. And parents, black parents sitting around thinking, oh, they just gonna outgrow that. I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna cope with it. Mama compared herself to an ostrich. Said she tucked her head in the sand. Black folk can talk shit about that woman all they want to. I've heard many black parents take that same approach to their kids' behavior. We'll wait till they on their way up to the school. Now it's the goddamn school's fault that your baby crazy as hell and has been his whole little life. And you ain't did shit about it. Now it's the teacher's fault. Black folk doing that shit every goddamn day. Every day. We like to high horse. We do. Here's the people's kids I'm dealing with now, because I wanted to talk about this, and I wanted to, one, convict black parents. If you're not on your job, please get on your job. I'm begging you. Some of y'all don't want to do it. Some of y'all think it's, you know, it's racist to teach your child about their blackness, about the history, to make sure they understand what's going on out here in the world. Listen, y'all keep waiting out these dysfunctional ass behaviors. They young, they don't know what they're doing. Stop that. Stop, because with those mentalities, we're failing our children. We're failing our children. And I need y'all to care. It ain't cute. That little bullshit your baby doing, it's not cute. It's not funny. You shouldn't have to deal with it. You're everything. You control their lives. Fix that. Deal with that. Young. Don't wait till they're in high school. Now you want to talk about it. Now you want to deal with it. Stop doing that. These self-haters are coming from somewhere. Or you'll have these type of black folk. Let me segue into these. Because I wanted to deal with that, because I wanted to convict parents. Let me segue into these type of black folk. A lot of times, and some of you may have noticed this, if you are talking about racism and white supremacy, if you're talking about this system and what it is, some of you may have noticed these type of black people. There are black people that will argue with you that even talking about racism gives racism power. I had a black woman argue this with me the other day. And it's an argument that I've seen often. If I recall correctly, I want to say it might have been Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman got onto a show and he basically suggested the same thing. That when you talk about racism, when you're dealing with the white man and his mama, when you're dealing with all of that, institutional racism, systematic racism, Morgan Freeman said this. And when I'm arguing this against, I always think about him when he came out and he said this shit. Because I didn't understand it when he said it. And it makes less sense when I hear black people tell me that they just going to ignore it. If it's not directly affecting them, they're going to ignore it in an effort to focus on positivity. You'll run into these type of black people. All right. You'll run into these. Some of you already have. They feel as though you are being negative. If you're talking about racism, if you're talking about the history, you're being negative. You're bringing down their spirits. This is what they'll contend. You too serious. You'll see these types of things. When they say that they're choosing to focus on positivity, I always want to, wrap my mind around what that positivity is. if you're not acknowledging the plight of your people who are being victimized by this system and have been for centuries. It's negative. What a black person is saying when they say shit like that is that they are trying to escape their blackness. They're escaping the plight of their people. Typically, this behavior can be traced back to their parents who probably share the same mentality. It's passed down. So you have black people that you're talking to like this, who were once children, whose parents probably had that idea, taught them to tuck their tails, you know, blend in with whiteness as much as you can, as much as they aspire or let you. There will be a glass ceiling. They don't tell their children about that glass ceiling. They don't even explain to them why that glass ceiling is there, while they explain to them how to ignore racism in an effort to escape the plight of your black people, yourself. It's a form of self-hate. Another form. In an effort to live your best life. This is what black folk doing now. You know, you can't, I don't have time to deal with the racism. I'm living my best life. I'm out here getting money. This is what the arguments, normally they are littered with money. I'm getting money. I'm trying to get this bread. Typically, when a person is getting money, when they talk about getting money, it's going to be to give back to the white man and his mama. So you are ignoring racism, but you're not ignoring the capitalistic side of racism as you work hard to give your money back to the white man and his mama. This is your best life. You can't go into their spaces. You can't do that. But you can get money and pay them. And if you can do that, that's you living your best life. Paying bills. Light bill, white man and his mama. Gas bill, white man and his mama. Electricity, everything. Water, white man and his mama. Car payment, insurance, you name it. White man and his mama. That's living your best life. This is that black escapism. This is what a lot of us will conduct ourselves in this way. Majority of black folk will do this. This is all self-hate that is passed down. That's all. It's passed the fuck down. Mad love, Von D. Gaming. Putting something on the motherfucking books. Mad love to you, brother. Let me get to some of y'all's comments and we'll continue with the commentary. I hadn't been looking over here as of up until now. So if you have something you want me to see, you know, type it up now. Type it up now. I don't know. Bella, hold on. Hold on. Let's see what Bella. Okay. Okay, Bella's okay. Bella Ballville says kids are not stupid. They're very observant. You don't think she is obsessed with how the black community treats her darker skin, especially girls? She could be. I'm not going to take that because when you say the black community, what you're saying is parents raising coon-ass black kids, which is what I said. Actually, that's the whole point that we're dealing with here. Because parent coons going to raise baby coons. The black community is littered and filled with both adult and baby coons who are going to treat darker skinned, and I don't know, you say especially girls, darker skinned people in general get made fun of, at least from my observation. At least that's what happened when I was coming up. She may have noticed that as well. But at 5 years old, when you identify with being white, and I don't know whether you watched the full episode or not, that's an excuse to a degree. But at 16, the stuff that she's saying, no, I'm not going to let her off the hook that easy, because it's still up to us parents to raise our children to, you know, be better, to just be better than that. She says both parents should be held accountable. I mean, I believe that most definitely. I don't know what her daddy is. Both parents should be held accountable, but I'm talking about black parents. You know, I don't really, you know, y'all can sit around and, again, this is what y'all get sidetracked on. Y'all can talk about moms, dads, who's ever there is who's responsible. Let's just say that my kid's mom, something happened to her. She disappears. I'm raising my child. Under my watch, under my care, my child is a self-hater. You think I'm going to be like, well, nah, it was her mom? No. That will be the person that's there. I don't care who. I don't care. And then a lot of times both parents are in these black kids' lives and they're still self-haters because both parents are self-haters themselves. So that's why I say black parents. I ain't got time to do a whole lot of dividing up. You know, these are black parents. Y'all can sit around and fight about who is who and what is what on y'all's own, but we ain't really got time for all that here. We don't, y'all, there's other channels that are dedicated to that type of rhetoric. Y'all can take that shit over there. We dealing with the team over here because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Whoever is there, that's who's responsible. I don't care. When we talking about the black identity, no, I'm not letting, no, hell no. No. We're not talking about the black identity. That's who's ever there. And the family surrounding that child as well. The community as well. Everybody needs to do that. Right, Regina, exactly. I mean, Regina says always a need to shift blame. Fuck that. She brought the girl to the show. So right now what we're talking about is it's on her, not because she is a woman. Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. We always, I mean, I'm not about to look. If it was a black dad who had brought this, you think I'd be talking about what the black mom isn't there? So, you know, no, I wouldn't be saying that. That doesn't make any sense. That's the dumb type of conversations y'all like to have. And y'all can do that on y'all's own time. That's fine with me. Just do it somewhere else. Over here, team, we deal with the whole team. We deal with parents. When I say black parents, in this case, we're talking about a mom. But black parents in general have to do a much better job. And that's why I deal with us like that. Some people are going to have their mindset. Bella apparently has her mindset. You know, let her have her mindset. That's her. You know what I'm saying? Like, let her say whatever the fuck she want to say. We know what the fuck needs to happen because her mindset, Bella, the stuff Bella's saying has been getting said now for the last 20, 30 years and nothing's happening different. So, you know, y'all can carry that conversation on for 30 more years. I just don't got time for it. That's all. ASAP Joe TV says, I honestly think that the mother instilled the self-hate in her, but the daughter took it to a whole other level. Now she can't control it and she's running Dr. Phil for her help. Most definitely. I mean, to me, whether the mom instilled it directly or just allowed it to grow to that point, she's still responsible because, again, she lied to the child from the very get-go. She told her she wasn't all black. What are you ashamed of to tell your child that they mixed? That's self-hate in itself. That's self-hate in itself. So whether the mom directly instilled it or, you know, whatever happened, still she's the gatekeeper of that child's black identity at that point because she's the black person that's around. Who's ever the black person is around, I don't give a damn if you raising your fucking niece. I don't give a fuck if you auntie to that child. I don't care. It's your responsibility to teach that identity. I don't care if you grandma raising a child, grandpa, you know, I don't care who. I don't give a damn if you just adopting. I don't care. Your job as the black person, the black authority, is to be responsible for that black child's black identity. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. That's just me, though. Sunnyside 1984 says what black people need to stop doing is going on white platforms talking about our problems and seeking resolution. You don't see a bunch of gazelles meeting up with lion in a lion's den to figure out how to escape. Most definitely. I don't know why she went on Dr. Phil. I don't know. Maybe because Dr. Phil got the show. Maybe Van Zant or Iana, whatever. I forget her name. Fix My Life. Maybe she wasn't available. I don't know. But I think that we shouldn't even have to go on TV and talk about it because we know what it is. It's the parents. I mean, we going on TV, even talking about it is like, well, we can keep doing that, but we're going to have to look at these parents. We're going to have to look at the parents or whoever the adult figure is that's around. We got to have to start looking at that. We have no choice. But this little girl may be too far gone. You know, she's probably too far gone. She's too far gone. She could be too far gone. But I don't know why we keep going up to these white shows and all Dr. Phil told the mom was, well, you need to go to be a firmer parent. Like, she could have called me for that, save herself a goddamn trip and everything. She could have simply called me. I could have told her, like, okay. Oh, okay. She said, oh, okay. Okay. Did you fuck her up yet? Oh no. So you paying her phone bill, buying her clothes? Okay. And she disrespecting you and your house? Oh, okay. You know, I could have did this and we could have did shit. Yeah. No, now you gonna fuck her up now, or you still gonna wait on it to be over? Like, what do we? Okay, because that's all Dr. Phil did. This man is a goddamn doctor. A doctor. That's all he did. I don't even have to be a doctor to do that. Like, you should have been did it, but now you waited this long. Well, you need to get down. It's lockdown time. It's reality time. Take your daughter to go get her a goddamn DNA test, dump a bucket of water on her little stupid ass, take her phone, computer, and everything, and be done with it. It'll be over in a little while. Matter of fact, if she need a really reality check, you find out what a goddamn clan maybe having their meeting. Have you some motherfucking strong ass niggas with guns go with you, because you're gonna need those. See if they let her come in that motherfucker unharmed, unscathed. I mean, that might be a little risky, but she might need that type of reality check. See if they let her in, just because of what she think. A couple of different things that could happen, you know. A couple of different things that could happen. Princess Venus says, I don't teach my boys that they are black because they not. I don't want that drama for minds. That mindset attracts so much negativity. We brown skin. Good night. Okay. Oh, Lord. Now, are y'all going to blame the black dad who may not be around? I don't know whether he is. I don't know what Princess Venus. This is a person that's sitting here. She don't teach her black sons that they black. She don't want them. That comes with too much negativity. Do you think us saying that we black is where the negativity comes from? What the fuck is wrong with you, Mom? That's not it. It's on site. Talking about you brown skinned. Your brown skin still going to get a certain behavior from this society. You think it's us saying we black? You think that's what the problem is? That's what you teaching your son? Say that you brown, they'll leave you alone. Man. Y'all, our kids don't stand a chance. Our kids don't stand a chance. Here's how childish Princess Venus is. She got 2 sons now, mind you. I don't know what her dad is. Here's what she says. Name me one thing in nature that is black. Oh, man. This is her argument. The night sky that doesn't count. All that black. And even outside of this dumbass argument that she's making, she thinks that teaching her sons that they brown, somehow they're going to escape racism. Okay. Y'all don't do it. Don't do it, man. Don't entertain them kids. Is all I got to is them poor babies. Their mother is saving them by teaching them that they're brown. That's her contribution to her son's identity. She said one thing in nature that's black, and she got hair on top of her head right now. It's just, I worry about these kids, man. I do. I worry about them. And you know, I'm not at liberty to decide to choose to blame specifically black mothers. I'm not at liberty to specifically blame black fathers. I'm not at liberty to do that. That's not where I am. And in my journey, you know, is I'm holding parents accountable. I'm holding parents accountable. Big Guy 671 says, fact is, we live in a world that teaches us not to value blackness. You know what the problem I have with that is? There's too many black people in this world for that to be a reality. That's my problem with that. Because, you know, I understand the programming. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But there's too many of us on this earth that, you know, for that to be a reality. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Blacks versus everybody says black people stop promoting sports and entertainment to your children. They won't. That's a nice sentiment. Actually, black people will pass down the sports fanatic culture to their children before they pass down any attributes of what it means to be black in this country, to be proud. We'll pass down the sports fanatic culture. They'll see you gathering every Sunday to watch football and, you know, watch the game and see the passion that you know, have for this. You pass that down to your children because you're raising the next generation of sport fanatics. They get that from y'all. They get all of that shit from y'all. But what's not being passed down is black pride at all. We don't, that's not something we choose to pass down. We'll act like we can't teach our kids shit. You know what I'm saying? But you'd be surprised what they get from us. You'd be surprised what they get from us, what they're paying attention to. These coons are not coming out of, they're not appearing out of thin air. They're being created. Self-haters are being created. When I have to argue with black people about their blackness, I used to would just call them coons and talk about what they're doing that is cooning. Now, why they're coons, what they're doing that's cooning, and their coon-ass parents that apparently taught them to be this way. I added a third level to this shit because I felt like you got to deal with the whole thing. Society isn't more powerful than us as parents, us as examples, as adults. Society ain't more powerful than us. It's nowhere near as powerful as we are. We've given all our power to it. And that's what we fuck up at. Yeah, C-Stars, you right. C-Star says, please stop playing the What's Black game. She's an idiot. It's just, All I could do is feel sorry for her 2 sons. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Justin says, "Sup, Rob? What do you think about these cooning blacks who say white supremacy? Wait, cooning blacks who say white supremacy and white supremacy. I don't think you meant to type it twice like that, but who say white supremacy doesn't exist because they worked hard in life to achieve nice things. They coons. You said it you said, what do you think about these cooning blacks? That's what I think. They're ignorant. They don't understand what they're saying because they don't understand where they're going to buy that stuff from. You see, black people don't think on that level. They're not thinking about, even if you are going to buy nice things, well, there's a reason that you have to buy all your nice things from other races other than your own. There's a reason for that. You've been systematically oppressed into that situation. But some people refuse to understand it. Some people refuse to see it. And you can't make people, I would chalk them up as coons and keep moving. Like, I'm not about to, you can't make people see. You can only hope that at some point that they get it. That's all you can do. You put the word out and then step back. I used to think differently than that. You know what I'm saying? I used to think it had to be forced, but that doesn't work. It doesn't work because you have whole entire mentalities that have to be changed. And a lot of grown people, they too far gone. It's too far gone. A lot of mentality is too far gone, and we can't even save them. So ain't no point in talking to them. My only point is now to talk to as many parents as I can, and even the young people that are watching this before they become parents, because we gotta get to these parents in some type of way, even if it's the parents of the future. Right, Radio says, fact is, we got black women out here calling themselves queens with the mentality of a peasant and fake kings with the mentality of a rabid dog. Time to start weeding them out. Saddest part about that is that makes up most black people. So, hell, it'd be easy to weed out the ones that's actually truly so-called conscious or so-called woke. It'd be easier to weed us out and get us off in a little group. It'd be easier for that because, again, you're talking about the majority of black people. It's the majority of black people. And that's what's so problematic for me. That's what's so, mentally anguishing for me, because it's the majority. When I see black folk with kids, I went up there and I saw this black woman out with her kid the other day. She has this rainbow weave in her, braided into her hair. But she's sitting there berating her child. The child touched something and she's just pummeling the child, beating the shit out of this child's arm. And that was problematic in itself already. But then the child, and I'm talking about the baby, is no more than 1 year old. And I've never seen this. No more than 1 year old, the baby's hair is dyed blonde. I'm like, wait, this baby ain't old. There's no way the baby's old enough to ask for this. Don't know whether daddy's on Overwatch or he went AWOL or not. But all I can do is shake my fucking head. When I'm passing black people in this world, when I hear the stuff that we're talking about, when I see the displays of what the fuck we're doing out here, that shit is fucking discouraging to me. Because I see the fucking self-hate being passed down. I see the dysfunctional behaviors being passed down. And there's nothing I can do about all of it. I wish I could walk up and just stop. I wish I had like a anti-coon pimp smack. I could just smack the shit out of people and they break weak and then they come back clean, life changed. But there is nothing I can do. I can't choke sense into people. I can't make people understand this shit or see the importance. I wish I could do it. The black part of my hand, you can't do the white part. Remember, you see? Y'all see why I had to? It's not, I don't want y'all to think that I'm on some pimp shit. Just I don't think the white part of my hand will be effective. You see what I'm saying? So you have to, it has to be the back of the hand, black on black. You see what I'm saying? This is what it has to do to try to, wish it worked like that. I walk around slapping these shit out of motherfuckers. Oh, damn, my hand would be goddamn swole. The back of my hand would be swole if I could do that shit. Because I'd be doing it all day. Listening to these niggas. Looking at them, look at a goddamn football game and shit and yelling and all this bullshit. You talking about something black. Oh, I don't know nothing about that, cuz. I know that this motherfucker right here got 365 yards in one game. And he averaging 4.5 yards a carry. And like nigga, you want to reach back on nigga like what the fuck? But you don't know anything about this. But this nigga averaged 4.3 yards a carry and 0.5 fumbles per. Get the fuck up out of here, man. And that's what you pass down to your kids. Last year, he averaged about 11.96 rebounds per game. Cause it's like, what, nigga. 11.96 rebounds per game is what. Do you know anything about Black Wall Street? No, I don't know nothing about Black Wall Street. But man, these are the daddies. These hoes, man. I'm gonna go down to the strip club tonight, my nigga. I'm gonna get loose these bitches, man. Hey, nigga. You could be investing that money, you know that, right? Nah, I mean, this is my throwaway money, man. Like, motherfucker. Throwaway money, nigga. Are you crazy? Like, nigga, man, I be wanting to listen. I get so irritated and I get hot. Like, I get warm on the inside. Like, when I hear coon shit now, I just get hot. Like, I just start boiling over. It's like, you got throwaway money? What are you talking about? When there's people out here going without. What are you talking about? These is the daddies. Don't care about no blackness. As far as much blackness as black pride that these motherfuckers that be in the sports like that'll have is they'll contend that black athletes are better than white ones. That's it. That's it. That's as far as their black pride goes. Black men are better athletes. They'll use that as some type of bragging motherfucking rights, you know. Like, nigga, it's more than that, motherfucker. Because you really sounding like them. We can jump higher and run faster, nigga. You sound like them. That's all we good for. That's all you know about us. That's the only bragging rights you got. And they got kids. These men have children. And their moms out here idolizing goddamn the Kardashians, you know. Y'all, we in a rough spot. The conversations that's had is materialistic conversation. Our kids can't get anything from us. And it leads to self-hate. Maybe not as extreme as this girl that we was talking about earlier. But black people are always trying to escape. They ain't want to deal with the racism. If I could just ignore it long enough. That shit don't work for you. That's why we don't have our own areas. Motherfuckers are so like if you just look at the history, this is the reason you don't have your own areas. Because even if you go try to mind your business, you won't be left alone. It's never happened. Never happened. Exactly. Breeding to my and Beyonce, like John Henry says, go look up black. Like, I'm not about to do these definitions with y'all, man. Y'all get John Henry, my nigga, look. I don't need to go look up the word black. I don't need to go look up the word white, right? You can call yourself whatever you want, sir. But you need to teach your kids while they're wearing this skin, whatever you want to call it, my nigga. Whatever you call it in your house, I don't care. This skin, these features, this hair, everything about them, you need to teach them what that is and how they've been treated per whatever words you want to use in this society, and teach them how to be proud of themselves. And I don't give a damn if you can teach them to call themselves whatever the fuck they want to, as long as they got pride in their appearance, in their skin. I'm not about to do semantics with y'all, man. I ain't about to do that shit. This is the problem, man. Like, call yourself whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter. Teach them to love the skin that they're in. Can we do that? Can you teach your kids not to make fun of other black kids because their skin is darker? Can we do that, whether you call them black or not? I don't care what you call yourself. I'm not telling you to call yourself what I call myself. But I bet money that my kid's gonna have some goddamn pride. Bet you that. Call yourself African American, Moor, Hebrew. Y'all don't give a fuck what you call yourself. Copper color, indigenous. I don't care. There's some skin you wake up with every day. Before you open your goddamn mouth, it can be seen. Other people around you, they can see it before you tell them who you are. Copper color, my nigga. Moorish, my nigga. Doesn't matter. Before you open your motherfucking mouth, they see who you are. There are black people that hate themselves. Not because they call themselves black or African American or whatever. They hate their goddamn skin tone, so they're bleaching it. That's problematic. Y'all want to sit around and waste time figuring out what to call yourself? You go ahead. You can do that. Y'all got time. I don't. I don't have that type of time. I don't care what y'all call yourselves. I don't care. You call yourself whatever you want. To me, it's a moot point. Like, what? I don't care about that. People can argue about that all day. It doesn't make any sense. It's interesting. Again, it's very, very interesting to see people, and particularly black people, think that these arguments are relevant. I mean, it just shows, like, it just shows, man. And it's so problematic to me. You know what I'm saying? Mad love the Scythe Bud LLC putting something on the motherfucking books. Brother said, I think we need a coon database. That'll be every black person out here damn near. I don't think y'all understand it. I think, here's what I think y'all believe. I think y'all think that coons or self-haters are a small number. I think y'all believe that. I really do. And the number is so much larger than y'all believe. You know, like, that's every goddamn, that's damn near everybody. Because there's some coon shit going on, different varying levels of coon shit, but there's some coon shit always going on, man. All the time. Constantly. Blacks versus everybody say, I think we have 80% coons. I'm saying 99. I'm not backing off of my number. I'm saying 99%, and I won't back off. Because again, it's one thing to talk this shit. It's one thing to talk it. It's another thing to live it. It's a whole completely thing to live this shit and really be instilling this pride in your children. And really be being that pride that black people can see. And motherfuckers that even think they get uncomfortable around me sometimes. We start going and we're going to start getting it in. That's just what it is. Princess, you're right. Like, you're absolutely right. Princess says, I have the right to think as I please, has nothing to do with my actions or my morals. That's exactly what that little black girl said on Dr. Phil. Interesting that you parrot that. after you make your ridiculous comment. Interesting. If you watch the full episode, that's exactly what she said. Interesting that. But what's up, Cynthia? Somebody said Cynthia was here. I don't necessarily, I didn't see it, but what is up? Gorgeously Made says, I'm married to one, but small-minded people see that as cooning. Married to what? You're married to what? Gorgeously Made. You're married to one? Like, are you talking about a white person? I don't want to jump to assumptions here. You're married to what? Hold on, let me catch my breath. Okay. You married to a white man? Oh, okay. You wasn't even talking to me. Okay. Blacks versus everybody say 99%. Damn, I don't know about that. Okay. You ain't got to know. You ain't got to know. But go check. How about you go run a check? Talk to some black folk. You'll see. You will see. But she wasn't talking to me, so I guess she was talking to somebody else. Apparently, she is married to a white person, and apparently, y'all been telling y'all her that she's a coon. Now, I don't know what your white person is doing. I don't know what that white person is doing to break down the system of white supremacy and racism. I don't know whether you have mixed children, or I don't know your situation. But there's a good chance, a damn good chance, that you are on some coon shit. There's a good chance. Based on how you were able to be wooed or swooned by your oppressor without them doing anything to systematically break down the system of white supremacy. There's a good chance. So, you know. John Harry, I'm done with your comments. I can't deal with that shit, man. This motherfucker said them crackers labeled you, labeled us black. You doing the same. Didn't I just tell you can call yourself whatever the fuck you want? Like right now, I don't need whatever you are. You're not listening. I mean, whatever you choosing to be, you're not listening. You know, you're not listening to any goddamn thing. If you still talking about some goddamn black, move past black, my nigga. Come on, man. Move past that. White people made the whatever word you're gonna use. I mean, goddamn, whatever word you want to use, bro. Did you not listen to that point? Like, you're supposed to be smarter than somebody that calls themselves black. That's typically the high horse you motherfuckers get on. If you're smarter than me, you should be able to hear me say that, okay, call yourself whatever you want. I already said that. It just doesn't make sense. Gorgeously Made somebody don't come for her. Motherfucker, I didn't come for you. You ain't seen me come for you. That was light. That was real. I wasn't trying to come for you. I mean, you know, if you are for yourself and your people who look like you, that's fine. But is your man's in them? That's the question. Is he? What front lines he been on? Is he posting about racism? Is he posting about systematic oppression that your people have been suffering? Is he banging on the beast every fucking day? I ain't really necessarily coming for you. I'm kind of coming for him, and I'm having to do it through you because you're the black one. You're going to take your ass over there and get you one. Them motherfuckers need to be on the goddamn front lines. They need to be your goddamn human shield. But I highly doubt that that's the situation that you're in. That's all I'm saying. Cosmic Light, absolutely. Cosmic Light says we get stuck on the smallest things. SMDH. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we do, because everything is it's tomato shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so fucking stupid to me. And the motherfuckers that be on that tomato shit will swear they smarter than everybody else. Like, no, you're not. You're wasting time. You're wasting a lot of fucking time. You're wasting a lot of time. Said she got some biracial kids. Okay. Said you teaching them pride. Okay. You still didn't tell me whether your man was on the front line or not. Is he on the front lines or no? Or is he just good off of having you and some biracial kids? Oh boy. We in a race war says if you understand you from the tribe of Judah, everything will be okay. And then he got a bunch of smiley faces. I don't know whether he's being serious or not. I don't know whether they're being serious or not. Y'all can claim y'all in the tribe of Judah. Y'all can do whatever you want. You can do whatever the fuck you want, man. But there's a whole lot of self-hate out here. And it's running rampant. It's out here. It is out here. You can be from whatever tribe you want to. But you got to wake up in your skin every day. Every day. And whatever you call that is your personal preference. Doesn't matter to me. But you need to know what it is. You need to understand the situation you're in. Waking up in that skin. And you need to be teaching that shit to your kids, man. I don't know why that's so hard. It's just like, you know, I try to speak. Again, this is practical Black conscious. I try to speak as plain as I possibly can. And still, it's just like, just clean over. It's like, tomato, motherfucking tomato. This is what Black folk got time for. And I don't understand it. I don't get it. Facts hurt. I mean, let me read this bullshit. Let's deal with this. Facts hurt. You got something to say. This guy not staying on topic. Not he on self-hate. Black women routinely hate themselves. So is this girl weird? Black women were once black babies. Like, here's the thing. Here's what, and I think that I'm here's the thing. And this, it murders me that I can't, such a simple point that is made here that people can't grasp because they're too busy wanting to either blame black women or blame black men, as opposed to once both groups were once black children that had black parents. So, you know, I don't know how else to even break it down. Like, I don't even know how else to say it, because to me, it's a very simple thing. You know what I'm saying? Black women do have self-hating ass issues. There you go. I mean, is that like, black men have self-hating ass issues. Black people have self-hating ass issues. There you go. You know, okay. Now, what we gonna do that more black women and men don't have motherfucking self-hate issues? What are we gonna do about that, though? Because that's the thing. I think that's the wave I'm on right now. That's the wave I'm on right now. And everybody don't fuck with it. You know, it is what it is. More people they like blame game videos. They like blame game commentary. I don't have time for that shit. I'm done. I'm done. You see? Because people out here like this. Skim, let me see. Something Ra. One of them motherfuckers. Skemet Ra says the bigger problem is the black woman. That's what he believes. Like those black women weren't once black children. You know, I don't understand, man. I don't understand. Angika Walker says the biggest problem are black men. I think he meant to put is, but Skemet Ra says, I am a woman. Well, I don't care whether you're a woman or not. Still saying that is problematic. Like, I don't, it doesn't matter who's saying it. It just, how much longer are y'all gonna have that fight? I'll ask you that. Skimhead, Miss Ra, I'll call you Miss Ra. Tell me how much longer you want to have this fight. And Angelica Walker says the biggest problem is black men. Let me ask Angelica or Angika Walker, how much longer do y'all want to guys have this argument? Give me the amount of years. Let's go. Miss Ra says she's raising the men and children. Should she be doing that on her own? Blacks versus everybody. That's the biggest problem is parenting. We can't deal with that. Don't nobody want to deal with that but me. And that's fine. I'll do it. Angika says 1 year. Y'all want to argue about it for one more year? Is that what you want to do? Up until what, 2020? Y'all want to do that? Mad love. Somebody else put some love on the motherfucking books. Tammy W. Mad love to you for putting some love on the books. Showing a brother some love. Paco Boy says the problem is the indoctrination process. Okay. I don't agree, but okay. Everybody has their own opinions. Brini says the black gender war is stupid and a waste of time. Not apparently you can't convince most black people, most of even the woke black people of that. No, it's a very relevant argument because somebody has to be responsible as opposed to all of us being responsible and all of us working to better the community. Where, you know, ain't nobody trying to do that. And people always asking me for solutions. People are always asking for solutions. And, you know, the fact of the matter is, black people, our mindsets are not ready for solutions. Our minds aren't ready for it. Because it's black people, you have to convince that racism is even a thing, that self-hate is even a thing. And that's discouraging. It's not like we starting off and everybody got the same mind. We just trying to huddle everybody together. No, that's not what's going on. You have to convince black people to care first. That's the problematic part. That's the part that blows my motherfucking mind. Not the necessarily gathering of the white minds. Not necessarily that. Not that. Because that would be difficult in itself. Just gathering the minds. No, hell no. You got to convince black people that it even matters. Right? You got to convince black people that you're not being negative. You're just talking about the history, and you're talking about how the history affects present day. Shout out to ASAP Joe TV putting some money on the motherfucking books. He says they won't blame parenting because then both black men and women are going to have to look in the mirror, so it's easier to blame each other. Most definitely. Like, ain't nobody trying to deal with self. Hell no. It's no, that was you. No, that was you, bitch. Now you and that attitude, you know. It's just, I don't know how many more years and decades we're going to dedicate to that. It's a waste. Goddess Ayana says, thus creating men who find it easier to disassociate themselves from black women and the children they, oh shit. Hold on. God damn it. Okay. Thus creating men who find it easier to disassociate themselves from black women and the children they have with them. It's a vicious cycle. It's ridiculous. And it gets us nowhere but here. I could see if somebody said that there was some real progress that's come out of this, but for the last 30 years, it hasn't been. So there's no progress coming out of this shit at all. At all. Pointing the fingers and shit. It's just mad love to Afros and Afro Sheen. What's up, brother or sister? I don't know. Maybe sister based on your little picture here. Mad love to you. Putting some money on the motherfucking books. Mad love. Y'all might as well. Hey, y'all give it to the preacher. Hell. Y'all might as well. Real quick. Show a brother a little love. Show a brother a little love. John Henry says, story just came out. It was staged to distract us. I'm done with you, John Henry. I said I was done. I forgot I was done with you already. I can't even acknowledge any more of your comments. I'm done reading your shit. I'm done. I said I was done with you already. I said that. It's trash what you saying. That motherfucker said that shit was sent to distract us when the skin bleaching industry is $1 billion business. Like, man. $1 billion industry. But hey. Oh, let me show some more love. Alexander JS11, mad love to you, brother, for putting some love on the motherfucking books. I can't read your name. Mupocalypso? Maybe mad love to you, though. Says reparations for all black men from all black women. That's interesting. Reparations for all black men from all black women. That's an interesting statement. Still learning, mad love to you as well. Says, let's end the gender war. I'm trying. Nobody's listening to me. I'm not the guy, but I'll continue. Says, let's end the gender war. Our children need the guidance of good black men and good black women. And I would say that good is kind of vague, but I would say prideful black men and women, most definitely. Who's not teaching our kids to cower to white folk or look up to white people as supreme. Who's not teaching them that. But mad love, I'm trying to end the gender war shit, but that's only happening on my channel, so it is what it is. I'm not, you know, everybody else, this is what I'm doing. This is the phase that I'm into right now. This is where I'm at, and this is where I'll be until I see some change. You know, we're going to have to convict ourselves as parents at some point, because that's not, right now, we're not doing that. We're not convicting ourselves. We sitting around thinking it's a goddamn game. Just like this motherfucker John Henry ass talking about some damn, this is just some type of stage to distract us. Like, no, this is reality, man. Black people are fucking self-haters. Self-haters. Humble Wolf. I mean, another black man coming in here, you know. Fake news is what they call it. All these black people out here, all these black women that's out here bleaching their skin and getting straight ass hair and having surgery on their features. All these black men that hate dark skinned black women. Like, this is fake news though. Like, y'all motherfuckers is crazy. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Martin Van Loo says we can end the gender war by stop playing the blame game. Well, you know, y'all like watching that shit. So, I mean, it ain't going to end if it's getting views. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to end if it's getting the viewership. If you deep down inside, you have a problem with the opposite sex and somebody's parroting things that you're saying, you're going to be glued into that. Mad love, Khadijah Hunter. Love your content, Rob. Mad love to you from the bottom. But people like the content. So long as that is relevant content that we still see as being woke and everything like that, you know, it's y'all love it. So, you know, I'm a low level guy on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So black people love a certain thing, and the gender war is actually something that people love. They love it. They give their attention to it. They think it's relevant. They think it's woke. They think it's conscious. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I want to see us actually do better. And I know that we can't do this for another 30 years because we're not seeing progress this way. All we're doing is perpetuating the hate between the black man and the black woman. You know, we're not bridging any gaps with this shit. And I don't think motherfuckers are interested in bridging gaps. I really don't. You know, I think that most people aren't, you know, if gaps get bridged, then, you know, people won't be getting maybe the attention that they normally get, or maybe the money that's coming with, you know, sensationalizing the hate that black men and women have for each other. That's an industry. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a niche at this point. But it's not bridging any gaps. That's the thing. It's not bridging any gaps whatsoever. Miss Ross says, I don't play the blame game. I just tell the truth. Okay, that's what's up. That is what's up. Your truth can be your truth. If you feel like there is, and the thing about, you know, the would-be truth is how many bridges are being built that way? How many bridges are being built that way? That's the question. And if you see that nothing's coming from it, how long can you call yourself caring about black people if you're not changing any? I mean, if you're not changing yourself, changing how you see the situation, if you're not doing that, if you just want to sit around and argue, I mean, that's cool. Y'all can do that, but you know, I'm not about to do that shit. That's everybody's preference though. You know, again, this is just one channel. You know, everything that y'all want is out here. Mad love to Queen Elizabeth. Mad love to you. I don't know what you put 5.00. I want you to I don't know what that means, but 5 is what she said. 5.00. Mad love to you though for putting some love on the motherfucking books. Mad love to you. But you know, Miss Ross says, I'm hard on the black woman. Sometimes it works and she wakes up. That's good. You're a black woman. That's what's up. That's what's up. A black woman, you know, talking to black women as opposed to excusing or pardoning the dysfunction that black women take part of. I think that's what's up. I say do that shit. Mad love, brother Tony Smith. Brother Tony Smith, mad love, says, much respect. I'd rather leave this with you than the offering plate. Mad love. Shit. Mad love to you. Most people would rather give their shit to Pastor. Vernon Hopkins says, are you a member of the Black Panther Party? No. I'm not a member of any party, any organization. I'm just a black man, or I'll say insert whatever word you want to hear, man, trying to instill some pride into my people. That's all. That's all I am. So, you know, I think that's enough. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't always have to break down and put ourselves into, you know, some organization. I can respect the work of the Black Panthers. I can respect works of certain groups and things like that. But I'm just a man out here trying as a father to instill some pride into my kids. And as a peer of other Black people, you know, I'm trying to instill some pride into my people and anybody that's watching. That's all I'm doing. That's it. No affiliation, just Rob. Regular ass Rob. And I'm doing the regular ass Rob shit because we can all do it. You don't have to do nothing. You ain't got to be extra. It's your normal self. You ain't got to just be yourself, understand where you are, and make changes in your life that's conducive to you spreading knowledge to your people as well. That's it. That's all it is. Mad Love Elaine Lloyd says, I mean, does Crevlo need another plane? Are your live streams on Thursdays now? No, I missed yesterday, and that's why I'm doing the show today. Crevlo, the motherfucker, he can tell his people he need another plane, and he'll get it. Black folk will buy him a goddamn plane. Ain't that crazy? Because we'll pass down the worshiping of pastors to our children and wonder why so many Black people are led astray by these pastors. How many Black people can be tricked by these pastors when we don't see we're passing that mentality down to our children who grow into be these grown people that are being bamboozled and tricked by these pastors. Everything comes back to the parents every time. Every time it does, if you really look at it. But no, I'm doing this today because I missed yesterday. So ASAP Joe TV says, speaking of pastors, how do you feel about that Black woman who said she's a Christian woman, not a Black woman? That was a Priscilla Shearer, I think her last name was. She played in the movie The War Room. And I just so happened to had watched The War Room because my mama is on some Christian shit. And she said, and I watched this damn movie. The movie in itself had a coon-ass premise that basically said, well, Black people, if you build a room in your house to pray in, everything will be okay. And they call that the war room. That's where you go get out your serious prayer. Either way, I can only imagine a person with the mentality that'll sign up to be in a movie like this would go on to say, she's not a Black woman, she's a Christian woman. But she's just another Christian coon. That's it. She supports several Republicans and their talking points. But for her to say that she is a Christian woman first, it's just, that's what Christians do. There's nothing, she's just saying it out loud. I mean, honestly, a lot of Christians do that. They're not dealing with this Black shit. They're waiting on, you know, their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to come back and, you know, save them from this system of white supremacy and racism. Just so happen that racists wrote the book that they're actually reading from. So it's very interesting to listen to them do that. But nonetheless, she's just another average, ordinary Christian coon. There's nothing flashy going on about her. And what's the problem, though, is, I'm going to tell you what my problem was when I watched this little clip about Miss Priscilla. The problem I had was watching it and listening to the people clapping the fucking audience. I didn't hear any boos. I didn't see anything get thrown at her. Nothing. All I heard was other Black people clapping. That's problematic to me because a dumbass can say something. Anybody can say whatever the fuck. But when you have a large number of people laughing and clapping, like, what the fuck is going on with them? Because they could have fixed that situation immediately. Like, nah, bitch. I mean, that was at a church. That was at a church. Okay. Still, fuck that shit. Fuck that, goddammit. Nah, bitch. You tripping. You know, somebody stand up and say it. Because motherfuckers stand up and say hallelujah. They do that in church. But motherfucker don't never stand up like, yo, you on some motherfucking bullshit in here. And I'm getting the fuck out of here right now. Amen. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one ever does that. We let these motherfuckers stand up and say anything. They can say anything. Especially if it's a form of escapism. You know, because again, black people love any form of escapism. Whether it's goddamn living your best life, or you not black, you Christian, or you not black, you white. It don't matter. Black people applaud all forms of escapism. All of them. Even into their religion. She should have been booed off the goddamn stage. But she wasn't. She was clapped up. And that's my problem. I have a problem with her, but again, I have more of a problem with the congregation. Hitman J says she only did that because her audience was white. Boy, y'all love some goddamn excuses, boy. Whoa, y'all love it. Man, y'all love some fucking excuses. Well, how about this? There was a black woman preacher, maybe last year. She gave a sermon where she thanked God for slavery. Some of y'all may have remember me covering that. And even if you say that Mrs. Shearer, her audience was white, this woman's audience was black. And she was able to get in a pulpit and say that she thanked God for slavery because that's how she brought her Jesus Christ. Black people were like this. Like, y'all I'm telling you, something is wrong with black people. We love to, you know, like, stop coming up with excuses. She only said that because the people was white? No, that's not why she said that. She said that because black people need to find ways to escape being black no matter what. And that's a problem. That's a mentality. Both them bitches should have been booed off. Black Justice, calm the fuck down. Talking about her crowd was white, exclamation mark. Nigga, calm down. Like, Creflo Dollar and TD Jakes stand in front of black people every goddamn week, speaking bullshit to them, and they never get booed off the stage. Even outside of them being black, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, let me hit my goddamn bed. When I tell y'all it's hard work, it's hard work. It's hard work. It is. It is hard work. Because I don't think black people want to accept how serious the problem is. Accept how far gone black people are. We don't even want to accept it. Miss Murphy said I'm putting in some overtime now. I'm about to get the fuck off here. Because, I mean, I see clearly when I'm running my mouth, when I'm talking, I'm wasting my time. Clearly, I see that at this point. With black folk, you wasting your time. Because we have excuses. We have pardons. We have where we want to make the situation light. We want to make it not as extreme as it really is. And it's just like, you know, what's the fucking point, really, a lot of times? I'm still going to do it. So I'm not giving up on my motherfucking people. But, you know, it's just, that's what black people want to do. They want to make this shit light. Like, it's a small problem. I'm like, no. No. This dude, it's these type motherfuckers. Let me block this motherfucker. I can't deal with that. I will block that motherfucker. Some of y'all let y'all slide. Y'all ain't be saying stupid shit. This motherfucker talking about you using the white man technology by vaping. What the fuck does that have to do with instilling pride in black people? Like, tough. Black Justice say he was a troll. He probably was a troll. I can deal with people, disagreeing with me and things like that. I don't really give a fuck about that, It is what it is on that. It's like, white people dumb as fuck, by and large, and that's why they'll leave those type of comments. I knew it wasn't a black person saying that. It would have made me. It would have upset me more if it was a black person saying that. A white person saying it. Okay, let me just block you. You dumb. You white. You dumb. It's just let's move on. Miss Miller says, off topic, remember how Apollo, the only way you didn't get booed off stage was if you sung a church song, no matter how bad you sounded. LOL, good times. I remember that shit. We'd have a same man right goddamn now, but when these black people getting microphones put in their damn face saying all this cool ass shit. I wish I could run out that motherfucker. I wouldn't just goddamn yank him off the stage. I just give him a stiff backhand. I'm telling you, just an anti-coon. Like I can just change coons by just back slapping the shit out of him right there. And then I just disappear again. like poof, I show up, shake my head, slap the shit out of them, and then I just disappear again in thin air. If I had it my way, if I could write my own story, if I could write my own story, that's how I would live my life. Somebody with a name I cannot pronounce, Mobokam Nikhim, I could be saying that wrong, says you guys need to talk about invention or creativity. Nowadays, it's all about invention, and this what will be your protection. Intangible dialogues isn't going to get you anywhere. I agree that intangible dialogues isn't going to get us anywhere, but a black person can invent something right now. Do you know how black people don't even support black businesses? Did you know that? Maybe you didn't know that. Well, let's walk down this road real quick because you one of them type people. So I'll give you what I'm talking about. Let's say a black person does invent something, right? Let's say a black person comes out with something. Let's use, for example, Dr. Sebi, for example. Here's a doctor. He's in the medical field. He's come out with different ways to treat certain diseases, certain diets to prevent disease. Because again, you're talking about invention and creativity. Let me break this down to you. He came out here with these ways to either cure or completely curb disease. Do you know how many black people backed that man? Do you know why black people didn't back that man? That's what makes this dialogue important. Because if your mind ain't right, if black people's mind ain't right, it doesn't matter what the fuck a black person invents. It doesn't matter if a black person has a business. It doesn't matter if a black person has a bank. It doesn't matter if what a black person does. Because we don't even have the pride in ourselves enough to support that. We don't have it. So dialogues about waking people up, they're relevant to me. Now, that may not be relevant to you, and that's fine. But this is relevant to me because without the mindset being instilled, it doesn't matter what the fuck inventions you make. Black people ain't coming to buy it. They're not coming to purchase it. They don't see any value in purchasing from black businesses. They don't even know what that means. I've heard black people say even supporting black businesses, that's racist. Other black people saying that. When y'all tell black people to go support black businesses, that's leaving out white businesses. That's racist. Do you think we're going to get somewhere far with that mentality running rampant out here in these streets? Black people spend, hell, we about to spend billions on goddamn Halloween coming up. Do you think with that mentality, we're going to get anything done as far as inventions and creativity? Man, come on, bro. Come on, man. It's not going to happen. You can pontificate about inventions and you can talk about all this shit, what black folk, as far as businesses, and there are black businesses out here, but black people don't frequent them. We make white people rich. It's what we do. Exactly. Miss Rye has a point. Says we invented the street light, pager, cell phone, computer, peanut butter, a lot from the peanut period, cars, airplanes, etc. White folk jack your ideas because you have to go through their patent office. That's a conspiracy in itself. Not a conspiracy. That's a problem in itself. And that most people will call it conspiracy, even say that those inventions were stolen from black people. Black people will tell you that. We can't even unanimously decide that people stole black people's inventions. Do you know why? Because somehow we trust white folk. Somehow we trust them. So even when you tell black people where, you know, these inventions came from, you tell them this information, they look at you like it's pointless information that shouldn't even be talked about. But when you, even when you're using it to frame the conniving savagery of the white man and his mama in this country, to even show how they've been stealing, because you got to go to their patent office. You can try to break free all you want to out here. You can do whatever you feel like you need to do, but you have to go through their patent office, and that in itself is problematic. You got to go through them. Black folk aren't typically going to invest in you, so there's going to be some white person coming to buy your idea. A lot of these black folk be poor. They're going to take those millions of dollars and sell that invention to the white man and his mama. That's how it works. It's just, you know, this is the mentality that we're dealing with out here. Miss Yum Yum says, a proudless people. I've been saying it for too long. And being proudless is not genetic. No. It's as genetic as diabetes. The habits have to change for black people to actually change. The diets have to, I mean, not the diets, but the habits have to change. You know, I don't think we understand that. Dale De Niro Uncut says, I told this lady that Christianity is fake and Jesus was black, and she told me she don't care what color he was. She loved Jesus and Christianity, SMFH. They don't, man, him being black don't matter. Him being black does not matter at all to black people. The doctrine teaches them that race doesn't matter. And it hasn't taught their white counterparts that. But for some reason, black people read from the same book that white folk do. But black people picking up stuff from the book that white folk ain't picking up. It's a very, very interesting, a very interesting thing to observe. I mean, from the outside perspective, because black people will get this whole, you know, I have to love everybody and forgive everybody and all this shit. White people don't get that from the Bible. They don't get that. It's the same goddamn Bible, but they don't get that. That's why I don't have any, there isn't all the millions of white Christians aren't rallying against racism and white supremacy or the idea of white supremacy. That's why you don't see that, because their book ain't teaching them to give a fuck nothing about black folk for some reason. It's very interesting if you really observe it and see what black people getting with this, you know, forgiveness and loving everybody, treating everybody, you know, forgiving. Just like that black mom that had her son forgive that white bitch that tried to get him murdered by the police by saying she sexually harassed him or her. The white bitch. At first, the little boy said he didn't forgive that white hoe. She need help. Goes on to a show and turns around and says that he does forgive him after being coerced by his mom. Parenting gone wrong yet again. Parenting gone wrong. But I bet money his mom is a Christian. I don't want no harm to come to her. But she wanted harm to come to your motherfucking son. Like, come on. Come on. She wanted harm to come to your son, and you decide that he should be forgiving her. No. No, not forgiveness. Hell no. Because that ain't the first incident. That shit been happening since before that young man was born. Been happening before his mama was born. So what y'all still forgiving for what? But I bet money she was a Christian. But white folk ain't getting that. They're not getting those lessons, which is why they're not rallying around against injustice against black people. You don't see white Christians doing that because they ain't getting that lesson from their Bible. They're not getting that. Princess Venus, hold on. Oh, you mad. And see, I hate that. I hate that you came in here and now you're mad. And this is what leads to these type of questions. I'll read your question out loud, though. I'll show you that type of respect. Princess Venus says, and I think Princess Venus is the one that says she don't teach her kids that they're black. She teaches them that they're brown. She says, Rob, what do you do for your children or your community besides complain? Nothing. You can assume that's all I'm doing is complaining. You can, it's okay. I don't do nothing. What are you doing besides sitting here watching my videos or watching me live? What are you doing other than teaching your kids that they not black, they brown? Like that's going to help them escape racism. Because in one breath, women will say, black women will say, well, you know, black fathers need to be in their kids' lives. They'll say that. So you ask me, what am I doing for my kids? I'm raising them, you know. I don't know if that counts to you. I don't know whether the father or your children are. I have no idea. Maybe you mad at him, and maybe that's why you lashing out. I really don't know. And that could not be the situation. Maybe he might be a coon right there with you. Maybe y'all just made it as coons. I don't know. But I'm not doing anything. Just assume that. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to be proving to you. You teaching your kids that they're not black, they're brown. Like that's going to help them escape racism. Like, I guess I'm not doing the great works that you are, you know. It fails into comparison to what you're instilling into your children. So, you know, I ain't doing shit. Clearly, I ain't doing too much of anything. You're doing the great hard work. So I hate that you had to get to that point. That means you're upset, you're mad. Because if you really listen, I'm not complaining about white supremacy or even racism as much as I am calling for black people to wake up. And I wouldn't necessarily view that as a complaint. But you do, and that's fine. I imagine you won't be here like that. I don't know. Alyssa said, what is Venus doing? I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. But I imagine the people that feel that way just probably shouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Asking black people to have pride in themselves. I don't know how that got chucked into complaining. But that's just another way that black people escapism. It's just another form of escapism. Like how now, where I'm talking to black people, about things that we need to do to better ourselves. How the fuck is that complaining? It's weird. It's weird, you know, especially coming from black people. It's very interesting. Calling for black people to have pride is complaining. I mean, like, what? I don't get it. But what can you do? Neely Fuller said, until you understand the system of white supremacy and how it works, you won't understand shit. I'm paraphrasing. Neely Fuller didn't say that shit like that, but I'm paraphrasing. If we don't understand this, we ain't gonna understand shit. Mad love to y'all that's defending me. I love y'all. I really do. I really do love y'all. But it is what it is. Miss Yum Yum says they would rather attack you than attack white supremacy. I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm telling y'all, this is what I'm dealing with. This black escapism. You know what I'm saying? It's black escapism. That's all it is. saying that, you know, talking about what's really going on out here is complaining. It's just like, it's that's crazy. And then I'm talking to black people that's complaining. Like, I ain't out here crying about the white man this and the white man that, the white man this mama this, the white man this mama that. I'm asking black people to have pride and instill it into their children. And even that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were saying that same complaint line. They were saying it to people that talked about racism specifically, talk about what white people are doing specifically, talk about systematic racism specifically per the white man and his mama. They were saying that black people was complaining then. So now I'm talking to black people about instilling pride into themselves, and other black people are still using that same talking point even now. So no matter what you say, you're complaining. If you're not ignoring racism, you're complaining. If you're not ignoring the state of your people's minds, you're complaining. And other black people just want you to shut the fuck up about it, really, because they want to escape from the reality of it themselves. They won't, but they want to. They want to escape from the reality of it themselves. So it doesn't matter what you're saying. Other black people will say that you're complaining. That's just what we are. Elaine Lloyd, mad love twice? I ain't even seen a collection plate around 2 times. Mad love to you. Says, why are white Christians taught that God is an angry, vengeful God, but blacks are taught to love all and forgive? It's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. And furthermore, it's not even logical for black people to think that. So even if you are being taught it, it's like, can you not look out in this world and see what the fuck going on for a second? Come outside this church. You live in 6 days where you're not inside of a church. There are 6 days where you in the world. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? That's how I be with black folk. What do you even mean? It's ridiculous. But black people see nothing wrong with that. Hitman J says, Rob, black people call Malcolm X a problem or a troublemaker for talking about racism. They called Malcolm X a goddamn racist. Black people did. They called the Black Panther Party a racist organization. Black people did. And they still parrot those same ideologies to this day. Still, my mama will say it right now. The Black Panther Party was a racist organization. My own mama will say that shit. My own mama. Because she'll try to shame me with some of the, by calling me some of this stuff. She'll try to shame me with that. Now, I don't let it work, of course, but I can see how, you know, that mentality could be, it's passed down to kids. You got to break free from it and stand strong, but it's black people that even say that the Black Panther Party is like the goddamn KKK. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Empress Jacqueline says, a young black man, white manager told him he need to act more gay on the job. I told him he better sue them hard. What the fuck you mean act more gay? He meant act more white, really. Act more effeminized. That's really what he meant. Take the bass out your voice. You know, that's really what he wanted to say to him. Act like these white men act with that little dumbass call center voice and shit. You know, y'all know the voice. ASAP Joe TV says, I'm still trying to understand how you telling us to support black businesses complaining. Brother, look, I have no idea. No idea. And furthermore, I don't know why people who feel as though I'm complaining are even here. I've been on for almost 2 hours. I'm about to get off here. Or actually, I was on since 8. It's been 2 hours and 3 minutes now. I'm about to get off in a second. I don't know why Princess Venus is here. I don't know why Reggie is here. I have no idea why they're here. There are so many other channels to watch. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how people are. I don't know. It's just, it's very interesting. Again, I've had where it was, you know, most of the time, well, I'm dealing with the fact that most of the time it's going to be black people that's against what I'm saying. I haven't seen that movie. I've had people ask me to speak on that. Horrent or Shorent says speak on the Hate U Give movie. It's telling us to keep marching and for our young sisters to get a white boy. I haven't seen the Hate U Give movie yet. I've had many people tell me to go review the movie, so I'm gonna sit and watch it. When I saw the preview of the Hate U Give, it made me not want to watch because I saw what it was in the preview. So I was like, well, I'm not watching that. Like, it was very simple for me to decide that I didn't want to watch it just off seeing the motherfucking preview. Like, I don't want to watch this coon ass shit. But multiple people been asking me to watch that and review that movie. So I may have to fucking sit through it, even though I don't fucking want to. I already know what's going to fucking happen. But I may have to sit through that and give a review of it. Mad Love Mortal 486 putting some love on the books. Says, keep it up, Rob. Dan Doe from PSN. Mad Love. I might game a little bit tonight, actually. I even did a review video for my gamers. I did a review video of the Black Ops 4 shit. I did a review video, put that up. People was asking me to do that. Apparently now I'm gonna do the Hate U Give. I'll watch that movie and check that out too. But Mad Love Mortal 486 for the love. Dale De Niro Uncut says that black girl on Dr. Phil, Uncle Ruckus' daughter. Actually, no, she's the daughter of her mother. Actually, that's the sad part. If she was Uncle Ruckus' daughter, I would understand. You see what I'm saying? Like, the sad part is it's crazy because she's not Uncle Ruckus' daughter. Her mom is a black woman. She's that black woman's daughter. That's what's so fucked up about it. It's like, man, if she was Uncle Ruckus' daughter on a goddamn, you know, it's like, Of course, there are still black people here talking about it's fake. Nandy X is fake. It's fake. It's like, okay. It's fake. But self-hate is real. How about that? Your self-hate fake too? Rent Radio, you're absolutely right. Rent Radio says we got to stop giving these white women cute, funny names. We're diluting the fact that they're trying to get our black arse killed. That's that England shit. That's that British shit to my some arse. Mad Love Rent. But I made that point when I posted about the little boy apologizing. I made that point because I think it was Corner Store Caroline. I really wish we stopped that shit. I really do. And I made that point when I talked about it. I didn't make a whole video about it. But I did make that point. Like, I don't get these barbecue Beckys, and I don't get the comic spin that's put on it. I don't get it. You know, because it's a very, very vile and sick mentality that's within these women and within these people calling the cops. 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up on black people. There's a sick mentality. There's nothing cute about it. There's nothing cute about it. There's nothing funny about it. To me, it's another form of black people escaping. They don't want to deal with the reality of how sick these motherfuckers are. So they're going to come up with these dumbass names and hashtag them and barbecue Becky this and even these so-called woke pages. It's like, what? How can y'all, you know, how can y'all do that? How can y'all do that? Because these are tactics that have gotten black men and women killed. But ain't nobody listening to me. Of course, I'm too serious. This is what people will tell me. I'm too serious. But like I said, I'm on some practical black consciousness. That's my lane. That's where my lane. I've created this lane for myself. Everybody might not fuck with it. Everybody might not get with it. Everybody might not be with it. But this is my motherfucking lane. And practically, this is a practical thought. Stop giving comical names to motherfuckers trying to get you killed. Nothing funny about it. Practical. Practical. We play a lot. Play a lot, march a lot, hashtag a whole lot of shit. But our kids is not, Our kids ain't. We're not giving the lessons. We do laugh at everything. We do laugh at everything. We think everything is funny. It's a form of escapism. It really is. It's a form of escapism. We're about to escape next week. We're going to escape with them again next month. We'll be celebrating Halloween. We'll be dressing our kids up, getting candy passed out for our kids, collecting candy, dressing our kids up in costumes. We'll be dressing up ourselves in costumes. We about to escape again. Right? We about to escape again. And then we're going to be eating after that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no. Cynthia Jasmine Molina says, well, no. Well, I think you meant put the we're. I think you meant put we're. We're all the same no matter what race we are. That's what I think. No. We are not the same. That's disingenuous to say that we are the same, even if you think it's coming from a good place, because we're not the same. To ignore the fact that we're different, very clearly different, is disingenuous. It's disingenuous. Princess Venus that mad? Fuck you, cuz. Shit. Tell me I don't matter if you burn in hell. Oh, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here then. Shit. The fuck you mean? Like I care. Like I'm about to lose sleep over you. The fuck out of here. But we not all the same. Y'all can get that. That's not real. We're not all the same. I don't know whether I can't tell whether you white or not, or whether you black, which is just a silly talking point, but we're not all the same. We're different. We've been treated differently. We've had different paths to get to 2018. Everybody ain't had the same goddamn path. So we're not even the same per experience. I was born into a system that hates me because I'm black. We're not the same. We haven't experienced this life from the same perspective to even call us the same. No. We require the same things to live: water, food, air, but we're not the same at all. Our lineage, our path to this place isn't the same. Our walk to where we are now isn't the same at all. So that's a very, very disingenuous talking point, even if you're trying to be positive. That's bullshit. That's complete bullshit. And if you are a white person saying that, to not acknowledge that is very problematic. If you're trying to be what some would call a white ally, you're not going to come in here and think that that's the talking point you're going to lead with, that we all the same. No, we're not. We're not at all. And even when black people have this, have that mentality, you know, it's problematic. It's very problematic. We're not the same. It doesn't matter that you want it to be like that, that you want the perception to be like that. That's just not what's true. That's not what's true. So we're completely different in every way. Our experience is different. Our features different. Our vibe is different. I don't think there's nothing wrong with acknowledging that we're different. And I don't think a person is being intelligent and genuine if they say that we're all the same. No. Let me block this motherfucker. Hold on. Let me block this motherfucker. This motherfucker done threatened me with hell. Like, that's real. Let me block that. RG Mad Love says, what's up, Rob? I've been working with the YNG Gods. I don't know what that is. One of them has a conscious vid he just dropped called Boule. I'm going to email it to you, review. I mean, I could possibly watch it, but I already know, I don't have to watch a video about the Boule. I already know about the Boule. I mean, no disrespect to you or the person that made the video, but the motherfucker's been talking about the Boule since the days of, Malcolm X and the freedom fighter, Stokely Carmichael, the Black Panthers. The motherfucker's been talking about the Boule since then. I know about the Boule already. I'm already hip. Yeah, I'm gonna have to block. I'm gonna have to block this girl, man. I'm already concerned for her sons. It's sad, but I just can't. I just can't have nobody say they hope I burn in hell. Like, god damn, for what? Like, you black or brown? Pardon me. Like, get the fuck out of here. We look the same. Hope the motherfucker that's oppressing you burn in hell, bitch. The fuck out of here. This the dumb shit I'm talking about, man. Hope the motherfucker that might be liable to run up on your brown sons and shoot and kill them and get off, hope they burn in hell. What the fuck are you talking about, man? I'm done. I have to get off here because I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. I done blocked her. I'm calm. But she is the people I have to deal with amongst black folk all the time. Hoping I burn. Even though hell ain't real, bitch. Like, hell ain't real, so you ain't gonna help you no way, but me? Me. For what? Why me? Man. But I am about to get off here because I done got a little hungry. I want to show my appreciation for everybody who came in here tonight. Everybody who's seeking to free their minds, because like Harriet said, she could have freed more if they'd have known. Black people are in the business right now of not knowing, of being ignorant. And that's okay. That's fun. That's celebrated. We're in the business of passing down self-hate to our children. We're in the business of chalking up the everything that's going on out here as a small isolated event, even though this shit is happening every day with black people being on some self-hater ass shit. It's not small. It's a huge problem. And it's happening worldwide. Even in the motherland, self-hate, skin bleaching. In the Caribbean islands, self-hate, skin bleaching. In South America, self-hate, skin bleaching. No matter where black people are, they're somewhere hating them fucking selves. And that is, I don't give a fuck if the little bitch on the Dr. Phil show was fake or not. That reality is real. Of black people hating themselves so much. And us parents have to do a better job of instilling values, black pride into our children. I want to leave y'all with that. I really appreciate y'all spending this extended time with me. Mad love to RG. RG done came here and donated again. Mad love. Say it's for the younger crowd. He trying to show them some love. He younger, and I was trying to see if I could, if you would give some light with your following. I may possibly do it, man. Like I do, email it to me. You said you're gonna email it to me. Email it to me. Do that, brother. Links in the description box to email me, whatever. Let me block motherfucking bitch ass Reggie. I try to let Reggie ride, but let me block his ass to get him the fuck up out of here. But mad love, y'all. Shout out to Team Rob. Y'all understand that, you know, we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. And I'm here to try to help, but I'm going to be focusing on parents. If y'all want to go watch Gender Wars, go somewhere else. If y'all want to watch, you know, debates about whether somebody's brown or copper or Moorish or Hebrew, go to somebody else's channel for all of that shit. Come here when you're ready to be on some practical shit. Come here when you're ready to be held accountable for how we raising these kids out here. All right. Mad love. I'm out.